camera. We'll do that. And then now, go from here. There it is. Okay.
Is it working to your liking now?
More-ish, sort of. I mean, I'm fucking inept, so... I'll fucking get there eventually. Dumbass.
Someday.
Bro, I'm trying, I promise. I really am doing my best. All right, go ahead. Hi, how we doing? My name's Gabe. I'm a fucking idiot.
We know. It's okay. Oh, he's offended now?
I am currently offended.
Currently. Extra offended.
Welcome to the Modcast. My name's Gabe Anderson.
I'm Jake Overall.
And I'm an idiot.
We talked about this last time, actually, I think, or the time before.
Well, we're just reinforcing the fact.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you know,
it doesn't hurt.
It's always a reoccurring thing if I'm always an idiot.
That's true. It helps to remind people, I think. So, if they didn't already think that.
Fucking sorry for not being here for the, if you haven't seen it already, which you probably will see the Skip podcast, or interview podcast, whatever you want to call it. Our friend Skip is moving away, and yeah, we had to get him on the podcast. So
it was a emergency sesh.
Yeah, sorry for not being here. Shit happens.
I forgive you. They probably do too.
I mean, I don't forgive myself. That's just it's just bad. I'm sorry. I really am.
Bad form, Gabe.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Bad fucking form.
Happens. How was fucking weekend?
Not bad. Threw some wheels and tires on my fiance's truck, and
there you go.
Took some videos of doing it, and
video's doing pretty good too.
Yeah,
which
a little higher than some of the other ones.
It's cool to see it going up like that.
Yeah. I've got a full length video that I want to do on proper alignment technique and all that jazz. But yeah.
Well, maybe I'll get over there and we'll try and get a couple of different angles, get a bunch of different shit going.
Yeah. Well, we've still got some stuff coming your way that's going to need some aligning when you're done.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm sure I've got to do a whole bunch of stuff to Nate's Volvo that needs some aligning, so we'll have plenty of opportunity to,
awesome.
We're show off how we set these things up.
Haven't had a chance to put them in yet because,
time.
It's just time and always working on other people's shit.
Yep.
But my wife just got her lowering springs for our 2018 Mazda CX-5.
So
they look like little hot hatches when you lower them.
Exactly.
Like they're really cool.
It's basically like a Kona, just without the turbo.
Yeah, and it's all-wheel drive.
Now,
ours is, like you said, not a turbo. You can't get turbo ones. They do sell a turbo kit for the NA ones.
So,
through a reputable Mazda tuner. So,
being that this is the Modcast, I think maybe
that's definitely the plan. I mean,
down the road,
she's always wanted to do something like that with the car. So
that would be. Is it kind of like a OEM style install, like a good?
Yeah, it from what I understand of that kit. It's the same people that do the lowering springs, actually. It's a company called Cork Sport. They're massive, just Mazda.
It's
all
people.
Mazda.
Okay.
And not just the rotary stuff, like it's Mazdas in general.
Okay.
Which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
That. But yeah, no, it's, I don't remember what we were just saying. Mazda,
just
the Cork Sport.
Mazda
it is a
OEM style.
It is OEM looking from what I can tell.
Okay.
So
that's really cool. I appreciate that in an aftermarket installation, like when it looks like it should have been there the whole time. That's
my favorite part of modifying is like I like stuff to look modified, but I also like stuff to look completely stock, like sleeper status, but not necessarily like the whole overall car build,
Sure.
Like just
like it's gonna be lowered. You guys are probably gonna do some wheels and stuff. We were talking about like little arrow bits that would increase
there's like a little rear wing you can get for them. I mean, there's it's a SUV that's be a very good SUV. It's not a very popular one,
which is
growing in popularity.
That's not necessarily a bad thing though, because that means
niche, it's cool.
Yeah, whatever's out there, like you might be one of the first to do it.
Exactly.
Or one of the very few. Which, if there are any people out there that are interested in them, and once they see you do it, like
it's I'd like to get the word out there, because the one thing that is across every review you see everywhere is, I mean, these cars handle like they're on damn rails.
Oh yeah, they're
which is
fantastic.
Insane. Because we've driven, there's actually the CX-50, I think, is probably going to phase out the CX-5 pretty soon.
Okay.
And I've driven those, ride like boats.
Really?
Not a fan. The CX-5, I think, handling-wise, is superior.
What do those cars weigh?
I'm actually not too sure.
That's interesting.
Take a peek at it.
Take a look at that.
Yeah.
It's a Mazda, what?
CX-5. Yeah.
What year?
2018. And ours is a Grand Touring, if you want to throw that in there. It's the trimmed out one.
Gotcha. we'll get it pulled up here. But yeah, I think a turbo lowered build on one of those would be kind of rowdy.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. And I really want to do it. It's just fucking like $3,500.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
time
I don't
and
got
money.
that burning, don't got that burning hole in my pocket right now.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Wow, that's actually less than I thought.
For an SUV, that's actually not
That's
bad.
really light. Like, I think my car comes in only like 300 pounds under that. So
That's pretty impressive for a full leather sunroof car, too.
yeah, full leather
So
sunroof.
we'll assume ours is on the heavy end of
Sure.
36.
36. I mean,
I'm into that.
shit, dude.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
That could be a lot of fun.
But Cork Sport, yeah, they sell lowering springs. They sell that turbo kit. They sell sway bars. They do work.
Is that a 2.3?
2.5
2.5?
Sky Active.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. So it looks like it says compression ratio is 13.
Oh yeah, the Sky Active engines. We'll
Dude.
talk about those later. But Sky Active is crazy compression.
Okay. I
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
Like some of our hybrid stuff, the compression's up pretty high, like 14, 15. But like to see just an NA engine that is running 13 on the street, like,
It's like, all right.
I'll take that.
And I know the turbo ones are a little less, but they're not.
Well, maybe.
I mean, they're still Sky Active engines, so it's still going to be a pretty
11 and a half,
I'd
maybe.
say probably
plus
like 11,
turbo.
11 something.
Yeah.
And then it's not like it's a performance car, so you're getting probably what 5-10 psi max out of a like economy turbo. So.
Right. Still though, I mean, you'll get that shove of the turbo, which would be really cool.
Yeah. So we got some other. Actually, here I'll hold those off to the side for a minute. Trying to think weekend stuff. One other thing I think we got a shout out. It was somebody's birthday today. Actually, you won't be seeing it actually today, but somebody been on the podcast.
My younger brother turns 21 today, which is why I'm a little slow today.
Somebody's got a little hangover
Because last night was fun to say the least.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, no, he's 21 now. He's doing more stuff. He just got a bike
Yeah,
that we're gonna probably end up modifying. So
good.
It's
For the views.
what is that? An MT-07 Yamaha in gray with teal wheels.
Oh, dude, the color combo on his bike is so fucking nice. That's actually that tealish color is what I want to do with my car, but it'd be cool if my car was gray, not the black.
So
not that the black looks bad, but
So here's the thing. He just told me last night, actually, that he wants to color match his car to his bike.
Yes.
And make it gray and teal.
he should.
I totally am aboard.
1,000% I agree
Like,
with that.
let's get after it,
Those
dude.
gray colors with pretty much any bright popping color on them, just
It's awesome.
any.
Oh, guess
That-
I'm
oh,
getting
who's the loser?
messages. I think it's me
You loser.
leaving the phone on, especially with noise.
I did. I know, what the hell?
Dude, I'm always the one who does the...
I would say I'm usually the idiot. You're the idiot.
I'm the
today. You
idiot
said
now.
I'm the idiot. All
We're
right.
going to go to full quiet. All right, that won't happen again.
So, I am a hoarder of hot rod stuff. I like hot rod shit.
At least it's cool stuff.
It is cool shit. So, we're actually going to pull some stuff out of this. I'd like to kind of revisit this a little bit and talk about some of these things in here in the future. We can
Yeah.
kind of like pull
Go
segments
through
or whatever.
them and see.
But here we have, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different hot rodder magazines. 11 of them are hot rod magazine. And then the one is some other Motor Life magazine.
Motor Life. Okay.
So, but these are all from the 50s. Like the one on the top here is May 1956.
1956.
Yes. So this is very interesting because this is real, true, like the heritage of hot rodding inside of these books.
Yeah.
Like this is early stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is like the dudes that came back from the war and
Yeah.
they were making shit go fast.
It's literally, this is like the beginning. And I mean, to start, just for anybody that wants to see here, we'll pull a cut up as well. But it's the Daytona Beach starting point when they actually, so for the Daytona 500, when they still actually ran it on Daytona Beach. I think it's the Daytona 500. I don't know.
Could you imagine
Oh, my
trying
gosh,
to
well.
do that today?
No.
Like trying to get
No.
permission to do that today and
There's
get
no
the
way.
cars to work. It just, I'm sure a bunch of them broke because like they're
Oh,
just throwing
guaranteed.
sand in each other's.
Well, I mean, what are the odds too? Like wave comes in.
Oh yeah,
You're not expecting it.
wash it out, just get stuck in the mud. That would be hilarious.
Crazy heritage stuff though. So I'm gonna kind of do a little rattle off here. We're gonna let you see them. I'm gonna try and hide them off to the side. You already seen this one? There you go. Dragon Dreamboat, and
What?
it's got a Tonoram Hemi.
Let me see that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude. Oh.
How?
Oh,
Man,
it was you this time.
I'm the idiot again. Bro.
That's okay. Look at the attention to detail on this chassis, man. Like, just all the little welds for, like, the letters and stuff go all the way around. They're all just seamless. Like, everything's polished. This thing's awesome.
It's fantastic seeing all this stuff. And I love the color, too. There's something about the coloring of 50s stuff.
They're like, it's almost like pre-faded.
So this is Motor Life, formerly Hop Up and Motor Life magazine. Okay. But this is GM's new turbine car design.
I think I saw some videos about these things at one point in time, and like they were seriously looking to potentially use turbine engines to power vehicles. No way.
Ford forsakes the flatheads, the new overhead valve engine family.
Whoa.
And the most fantastic coupe. And this was 163 mile an hour holder on the Bonneville Salt Flats.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at the wheel covers, man.
Yeah, old school.
The old school wheel covers. Look how like skinny the wheels actually are, too.
Look at how tall the windows are on the side. Like,
they're like, you're basically going to sit in this tube that has some slits to see out of.
Yeah.
And seriously, you're going to go as fast as possible.
As fast as you possibly can.
That's psychotic. And it's amazing all at the same time.
All right. There's that one. Here, I'll just hand them over to you. You can kind of hold them up for a second if you want. That one is Soup Up That Chevy. And I believe that's for...
Hydraulic lifters, operation, and care. No way.
I can't tell if that's small block or big block. It might be a big block.
Probably.
But
I don't know. You would know more than I would.
So a lot of the stuff, too, we actually want to go... I want to go in and... your fiance was actually saying, too... like pull the old advertisements out of here.
Oh yeah.
I would be totally into doing that stuff. Like these, unfortunately, they're not really collector grade. You know, like this one's mouse got to the side of it, and like
it's still there though.
It's still here.
It's still here. The words are on the page, which like that's awesome. You can't get that now.
So America's first acceleration championship. Dodge be all over this.
Oh yeah.
And drop a CAD in your wagon, a Cadillac big block. Yeah.
Holy crap. Let me look at the back. Dude, the backs are really cool.
The backs are actually...
So, this is 2 in a row now that has been Grant piston rings and their patented ring designs.
Yeah. All 50s.
Oh, that's so cool.
This is...
piston ring design.
April 1957. The Hot Rodders Challenge European Racing Teams.
Hot Rodders Challenge European Racing Teams. Dude. National Hot Rod Association. Wow.
Oh, and horsepower for Volkswagen. So they're getting both sides.
Huh.
Oh, there you go. Grant piston rings.
Oh, yeah. This one's...
And would you believe it or not? Another one. Grant piston rings.
Holy
and they're
crap.
all different styles of...
Yeah, like, all the ads are different.
Look clogged with carbon.
Hey, Toyota suffered from that on their oiling rings. That's why the 2AZ burns oil.
Hey, the TC problems.
TC
should have talked to Grant, obviously.
Yeah, they probably should have.
This one, which I want to go in and actually read this article, this will probably be the first one that we do anything on, which is 6 in a Row and How to Make Them Go by Racer Brown. And I mean, come on.
I wonder...
modernize your fuel system for street and strip. That's fucking cool shit. April 1954.
1954. Beveled edge slides over oil. Excess oil sprays here. Oil scooped here. Self-flushing.
Unfortunately, this one is destroyed. So, this is actually an early Motor Trend. Oh, holy crap! I didn't realize that's early. That's November 1952.
Whoa!
How practical is a TV in your car?
Apparently very, because a lot of them have them.
And think about it. You're talking. Oh man, that one's all fucked up. That's unfortunate.
It's still here though. That's
still here. Look at this at the top. How I smuggled a car out of Russia. I like that.
How fucking relevant. That was in the 50s.
TVs and Russia.
Russian smuggling
cars. Come on.
What?
1956 CAD. February of 1956. The Stewed gets a facelift.
I love it.
And then, last but not least, this one's kind of a throwback once again. Daytona Speed Weeks, another one.
Official pace car.
Sitting in the water.
In the water.
Sure shift conversion for the Hydromatic. May of 1957. This magazine was 25 cents when it was brand new. Think I can get my money back out of it?
I'd say so.
Plymouth Fury versus Stock. Yeah.
Dude.
So,
legendary.
Just some kind of cool stuff. These are just magazines. I was actually telling you before we started this, I actually was going to sell these at one point in time. I had them. I think they're actually... you know what? I did sell some, now that I'm thinking about it.
I'm really glad you still have some, because,
they're cool.
It's all
I really shouldn't have sold the other ones. But
but you know what? At least you had enough of a mind to keep some, It's like buying stock or whatever. You sell half, keep half, just to hedge your bets.
Just so you still have some, right?
Right, exactly.
And hey, hopefully it'll work out in our favor. We'll see. But, the 6 in a row and how to make them go.
Yeah, I think...
Maybe we do a Motor Trend one, or this one first, the 1952 with the Russia stuff. This is the one that's all destroyed. New Co-op Economy Club may save millions for nation's motorists.
Let's see that. Co-op Economy Club.
Oh, and check out Motorama on the back. Oh, the 3rd annual Motorama?
Free gas coupons.
Oh, man.
The Special Economy Club may be used the same as cash in purchasing gas at your favorite service station. Station owners then may use the coupons to buy merchandise from the club wholesale department.
Oh, no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Huh. Look at that. The Jaguar ad. Exceeds 100 mile an hour for 7 days and nights.
Whoa. Covering how many miles at 100 miles an hour?
So this article here... So it's Jaguar, first car ever to exceed 100 mile an hour for 7 days and nights, covering 16,852 miles at 100.31 mile per hour, breaking 4 world records and 5 international Class C records, which is 10,000 kilometers at an average speed of 107.31 mile an hour, 3 days at an average speed of 105.55 mile an hour, 15,000 kilometers at an average speed of 101.95 mile an hour, 4 days at an average speed of 101.17 mile an hour, and 10,000 miles at an average speed of 100.66.
Damn. Most spectacular.
That is insane.
Motorama. Packard's fabulous new dream car, the Pan American. Beautiful sports car creation that may point a new trend in America car production. Custom cars of unbelievable beauty and charm from all sections of the country. Boy, were they wrong. Some of the stuff we have is fucking horrible now.
Seriously.
And not custom at all. It's all very standardized. Foreign cars and sports cars of almost every make and type. I love that. That's amazing. But I wish we had more of this.
Seriously.
In America. Like...
Hey, look, how you can get 42 miles a gallon from your car.
Were these V8s, I assume? Or straight sixes?
Give me 2 seconds.
Or is the first step to buy a 4-cylinder?
I'm not sure, actually. We'll have to read into that a little bit. Who says you can't get over 25 miles per gallon in a Jeep? I make deliveries mostly in the city and get 28 to 32 miles per gallon. Thanks for everything. November 1952.
People are still looking to save on gas even then.
Yeah. How to break records. Reduce back pressure. That's very interesting. All right. We'll get off our little stuff here.
There's your...
So, regardless.
Your piece.
Regardless. We got some cool magazines, some cool shit. We'll go through and see some articles, see if we can make anything relevant out of some new stuff.
I found your new car.
You found my new car?
Yep.
I will say I have kind of refallen in love with my car.
Okay.
This much.
You probably could not sell your car to buy this car.
Well, all right, let's see my new car then.
This is so a guy that other people that watch probably have seen comment on the channel. I also watch his content. His name on YouTube is Lethal Venom.
Okay.
So he just had the opportunity recently to drive a... what you can see on the screen, rare, one of only 300 made 2000 Cobra Rs.
Jesus.
So I'm not going to give away everything because people should go watch his video. It's really
I know what a Cobra R is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I will say that this guy has all the paperwork.
I would say, so this isn't his car. He just drove this car.
Yep.
But it was the original owner, right?
Yes. Original owner. Doesn't get driven a lot, like, at all.
So, yeah, we'll not go into any more on it, but, like...
It's pretty cool to see that there are people out there that are maintaining pieces of history like this. Like, this is kind of like the C-170 of its day.
Yeah, seriously, though.
You know? So, given it... I mean, it's a Mustang, but still.
Yeah, I like Mustangs.
It's race ready as it is, essentially.
With the Type R's. I mean...
Yeah.
It's not a homologation car, but I mean, it's...
Right.
Might as well be.
It's basically got all the stuff you would use to make one...
To make a race car.
Go fast.
Yeah.
If you had a Mustang.
Which, I mean, I got nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
Is that a 4.6 liter in that car? I said I know about I just don't know what engine those have, because that's
a really good question.
Because it's pre-Terminator.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know what those use.
That's a really good question.
I think it's a 2-valve 4.6.
He may have said what it was, but I didn't hear that part because I was kind of doing something while I was watching, you know?
I get that. You kind of in and out on both.
Yep.
You know, I've had one of those.
You've had a Mustang like this?
Yeah, not a Type R.
Oh.
I wish. But
okay.
I did have one that I didn't pay tons of money for.
How much did you pay for it?
Technically, $50.
Technically, $50?
I was a 50% owner at $50. We paid $100 for this Mustang.
Okay. Why?
So I was working at a tire shop place in Ohio when I was at school, right?
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
What the fuck?
This guy comes in, and he's got these 4 wheels and tires, and he's like, hey, I want you to take these tires off. As you can see, they were pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I want you to take these tires off these wheels and put them onto my van wheels for me. I'm like, I mean, we can't do that. And then I walked away, and my coworker did it anyway, even though we're not supposed to where we worked. So, different story.
Yeah, right.
So we go to do it, and of course we get one of the wheels off and then realize, oh, wow, these wheels are 15s, and he's trying to have us put them on 16-inch wheels. Like, that's just not how that works.
Not gonna work at all.
All right, so we go to put them back together. As I'm putting it back together, I realize these are Mustang wheels that I'm taking these good tires off. I was like, what the heck?
Why?
So I said to the guy, I was like, hey, if you don't mind me asking, why are you taking good tires off Mustang wheels? Like, is this car still around? And he's like, yeah, it's actually at my house. And he's like, I'm pretty sure the engine's locked up on it. Like, okay. Now, mind you, this is a V6. I mean, this is a shitbox.
This is a complete...
I mean, it's a terrible car. Like, we honestly shouldn't have bought it. But...
what the fuck?
Made money on it. But, so basically, this is a V6 automatic Mustang. He said the guy he was driving down the road, and the engine locked so hard that it, tripped the tires.
Oh, no.
In an automatic. I don't know if that was true or not. That's what he told me, though.
Okay.
So... Regardless, we put a 4-foot breaker bar on the crank, didn't move. We took the main caps off the bottom of the crank and then went with a sledgehammer at the top of the pistons. We disconnect everything. Couldn't get the pistons out. I mean, they were locked in there.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
So we ended up parting the car out and getting rid of it. But the guy wanted, I think he wanted $500 the way it sat. And I was just like,
no way.
No. I was like, I'm him and Han, and some bullshit story. I was like, oh, I need to fix it up to drive it to school or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
and I was like, take $100 for it. And the guy's like, and now mind you, I'm sitting here. My buddy was with me, the other kid that went 50, the other half.
Yeah.
And we have my trailer hooked to the back of his diesel truck idling in front of the house. And I was like, $100 and this car's gone.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'll do that.
All right, fine.
$100 Mustang, shitbox.
That's awesome. That is a pitiful friggin' red line, though.
Yes, it's terrifying.
Just
it's like why
5,000 RPM.
What is the point of V6 muscle cars?
Why would you do that? Especially one that doesn't even rev or have boost or anything.
It's like at least when GM had the decency or put a V6 in it, they made it a turbo V6.
Yes,
like with the Grand Nationals and stuff.
Right.
Come on,
give me something here. Not
that's all we're asking for.
it's just an economy version of our what's supposed to be a sports car.
It's like, why do you sell that?
You don't want that. That's
yes, I know there's some people that want that, but like,
why are you wasting all the money on R&D to put that engine, because that engine usually comes out of something else, like a sedan or some shit.
Always, or like the baseline SUVs or
a truck.
I think that one had I think it was a 2.8 liter, 2.6. It was like, or it might have been a 3 liter. Like, it was small.
Okay,
I mean, it was
yeah.
Like, for what it was in, it was not a big enough engine.
So it was that small, and it only revved to 5,000 RPM.
Yes.
What the hell?
Like, at max, it was a 3.5, but I don't think it was that big. It was a
really
V6.
Not that hard to get a V6 to rev to like.
Look at fucking what Honda does.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Maybe, like, if that thing revved to like 8,000 RPM out of the factory,
I'd be okay with it.
It'd be fine. Whatever. Because you'd be like, listen to this thing. It screams, it's ugly, it's a piece of crap, but like, if I supercharge it, then it'll actually rip.
Exactly.
And it's a Mustang. It's supposed to rip.
At least a little bit.
Yeah. I wonder if these engines are capable of anything like significant. I doubt it.
I can tell you that the rings are not capable of a head gasket leak, because we're pretty sure that's what caused it, was a head gasket. And I tell you what, when I mean that thing was welded, it wasn't coming out.
Yeah. Sledgehammer. No movo.
No.
That's the persuader. No. That is the chief persuader besides the flame wrench. So
yeah, and I mean, like, I'm talking like 4-foot handle. Like we were going to town. I'm surprised we didn't like snap the piston and like blow the top out. I mean, like, we were like, get out
the connecting rod and everything down through.
Seriously.
I mean, it might have relieved some pressure. At least you could get in there with like a drill and just fucking drill along a fault line or something and crack it in, get it out of there. It's not worth it though.
I would say it wasn't worth our time.
Wasn't worth it at all.
No. But I mean, like, we ended up taking, I don't even remember what the fuck it was. We took like a couple things out of it and sold them, made our money back on it, and then I sold the rest of the car to some guy for like $300. We paid $100 for it. Sold it $300.
Dude, absolutely.
Yeah. The whole rear subframe was rotted out of this thing, and I mean, it was.
Yeah, I believe it. It'd be one thing if you had like a good car, or like a crash car with a good rear end and an engine or something that like took a side impact.
That was the other thing too, is we were going to take the rear end out and sell it, and the rear end was smoked too.
Oh jeez. Yeah. Okay. Well, probably when the engine locked up, it probably
fucking just
damaged everything. Yeah. Driveline was just
I'm sure that transmission was fine at 217,000 miles.
Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah. So regardless,
showed me this like weird van earlier, kind of.
Yes.
Caught a glimpse of it.
I don't really know much about this, to be honest, other than the fact the styling behind this thing is killer.
Okay.
So it's everything you can possibly chop out of the way to make this thing as low as you fucking can to the ground van.
Okay.
That's powered by I think it's a CBR 600 engine.
Nice.
Right? Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that the motorcycle is still attached to the engine.
Okay. Is that this one right here?
Yes.
It's this. Oh, what in the hell?
So you can kind of see it there. So basically the rear sprocket drives the drive axle of the van.
Whoa.
And the shifter linkage is actually an H pattern or a sequential shifter for the driver.
Really?
And the throttle and everything, like, it works like a van that's powered, but it's powered by a motorcycle.
So they just put the motorcycle in the van and ran an axle to it, basically.
Yeah.
And like lowered the shit.
But like when you look at it from the side, it's cool as fuck because it's like an 80s, 90s looking like bike carrier. Because the way they hid it, they hid the rear tire behind the rear panels of the van. So when you look at it from a true side shot, it looks like it's just carrying the motorcycle.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've never thought of something like this. I like to sit around and just think up crazy
ideas.
I never thought about something
like
this. And I mean, it is fucking awesome.
And I bet it rips too, because that van doesn't weigh much. Like,
it's basically a go-kart with a van body that's powered by a fucking Gixxer or whatever.
That's awesome.
Ninja. I don't even know what it's.
Yeah, Honda something.
Yeah, like it's something, but it's rowdy as hell.
That's so crazy. I love that.
What is just go to their page. I want to actually like shout these people out in particular, because I mean this thing is
Night Ride. Okay.
So, yeah, these guys, they have some other stuff on their page as well. I would say my brother just showed me the van.
Okay.
But I mean, bruh. There you go. There's a good side shot.
Huh.
So like it looks like it's just carrying it. So this is obviously before they did it all. Now you actually ride it from inside the driver's seat.
That's so weird. Holy crap.
Tell me that isn't just
Dude.
awesome.
Yeah, I ride my bike no matter what the weather is. Like, yeah, because you go to show,
Fucking
man.
slammed.
Yeah, like, dragon. That's fantastic.
So, regarding a night ride, you guys, mad props. This thing's fucking awesome.
Yep,
Seriously.
big fan of this. This is super cool.
And I'll be definitely peeking, and we'll definitely have to say something again, too, because, I mean, like, mad fan.
So, I saw an article today.
Okay.
I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
Best thing you can ever do is just see a headline and go with it, right?
And just say, hey, fuck it, that one. What do you got?
It's the Drive, though, so I trust it.
Okay.
I was shitting on the Tundra last time quite a bit. I think they finally...
Very good reason.
Yeah. I think maybe Toyota has finally come to their senses for one thing.
Being?
The Tacoma is ditching the rear drum brakes. Finally.
So the better of their two trucks is getting better.
Yes.
That's what I like to fucking hear.
Yep.
Because
So
first off,
this
stop.
is...
Drum brakes, stop.
Yeah, why do we... Yeah, bam.
Please. Yes.
Discs. Hell yeah. Yep.
I am a
Big fan of that.
massive fan of that.
Really have nothing else.
Just Tacomas with rear discs. The way they fucking should have been since like the mid 2000s.
Looking at this, it looks like a mini version of the Tundra based on the rack and stuff.
Oh, I
Like,
guarantee
that
you.
rack looks way beefier than the stock one from the older generation trucks.
Okay.
The knuckle appears to be all aluminum instead of steel,
Yeah, which
like a cast iron,
cast aluminum.
cast
Weird.
steel.
It almost looks like it's two pieces too. There's like a weld seam down the side of it.
Yeah, so it's like a boxed
Interesting.
aluminum.
I dig it though.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty light, and I bet it's pretty strong too.
And I dig Fox. Fox makes killer
Yeah.
suspension work.
I like-
They do a lot of sled stuff too, which is why I'm a fan.
And primarily, we had them on the Indies like all the time.
Yeah.
So
I actually remember we swapped that first 500 I built, the one that the trailing arm broke.
yeah,
And I fucking
Tried to
punched
kill you?
myself in the chest with the handlebar.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
that was awesome.
We put the whole Fox suspension in the front of that one.
Yep, from the XCR.
Yeah.
XCR 600.
Yeah, 96. XCR 600.
Yep, into a, what year was that? A 91, 90? No, yeah, it was a 90 because it was the same as mine.
What year is... That's
35-year
right.
anniversary.
It was a 90 because the one I have right now is an 89.
Right.
That's right. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I love that
Still,
look.
you know, that guy still has my 500, and he said it's one of his favorite sleds to ride because of the handlebars.
Really?
And I'm like, huh. I
Wow.
No, it's almost like I did it so I could ride a nice fucking 500.
Yeah.
But, you know.
He should at least give you first right of refusal on that one.
Yeah, considering the fact that I didn't even want to fucking sell it.
I know. But
Different rant.
at least we have the one with launch control now.
We do. Which I'm pretty sure my launch control box is fried, by the way.
Uh-oh.
It kind of sat out in the weather. Yeah. But my brother has a brand new one. And
Oh, good.
He doesn't want it, so I'm just using that one.
Guess
now.
we're going to use that one.
And this time, so right now I have it hardwired to the sled, which that was a fucking stupid. That's why it sat out in the weather.
Right,
the
because you
sled
couldn't just
sit.
take it out easily.
So I'm gonna put a mate and lock connector.
Yep.
So we
Make
can
it
just
plug and
pop
play.
it off and I'm gonna sit it somewhere. So
Yep.
that specifically can stay inside.
Yeah,
So
because that's pretty sensitive equipment that
yeah,
you don't need
I
getting
thought it was supposed
broken.
to. Yeah, especially because they're not fucking cheap.
Have you tried it?
The mine.
Yeah.
So we got it running. It was running for a little bit right at the end of this last winter.
Okay.
And it was weird. It would like kind of work, which is why I think something's not right. You know,
Right.
the battery had a full charge.
Okay.
Sled was running fine.
And
then you
then-
press the button, and sometimes it just wouldn't. Press the button wouldn't even work. And sometimes you would press it, and instead of going like ba ba ba, it would just go like ba.
Oh, so there's like high resistance in there or something.
I'm sure it just got water. and
Yeah.
it fucked up. So
That's
now we're gonna
unfortunate.
take the good one, chuck that one, so we're not mixing them up. And yeah,
Just make a harness to
Yeah.
mate to, and then
launch control again.
Then-
So if you watch the video, you'll see our intro shows you on that 500, and it sucks because I didn't get the video out in time when I went to record it. He was actually holding it on the launch control, sitting
Yes.
there going da 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 da.
yep. That's why I lifted the skis so much.
Yeah. So like when you hear it bog, that's because that's right when you let off the button.
Yep.
Is when it bogs real hard. It just kind of squats.
Yeah.
It's because it was bouncing off of a RPM limiter up to that point.
Right.
I can't find any fucking video of... Remember we pulled it outside and we were like...
I have those.
You do have them.
I do have them. Yep.
We need to include those. You can put those like right before in the intro video.
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Because I was controlling it. You were...
Yep.
Right. I remember now.
So, but yeah, you had something from the drive you wanted to show me, didn't you?
I did. I honestly don't 100% remember what it was.
Something about
yes. So it's just this was just kind of a cool car, something I wanted to point out. So this is wicked 70s hot rod era Dodge Challenger. It was a big magazine car of the time period, and it just kind of disappeared off the face of the planet at one point.
Yeah.
And it just reemerged recently. Oh,
that's awesome.
It's a wicked street freak car, which was a big 70s, 80s style, which I'm a huge fan of the street freak cars, which is the, real skinnies in the front, wicked fat tires in the back, usually a ton of rake, crazy paint, pipes, all that jazz.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. There it is.
It's kind of like the Tokyo Drift of muscle cars, similar idea.
It's that like crazy, or it's like a Bozozoku, right? The Japanese style. Yeah, it's kind of like almost our version of it.
Yeah, the American version. I like that.
Really loose way, but crazy modified cars.
Well, the 60s and 70s dawned a lot of creativity thanks to the government. Yeah. I mean, mushrooms.
And LSD.
Yeah.
In the sky.
So, yeah.
You just got hit.
Yeah, whatever.
My voice is too good.
Yep. That's what it is. They're going to get docked for that. But, yeah, that's not a conspiracy. You can look it up. It actually technically is a conspiracy. It's not a theory.
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. There you go. Anyway.
In case you don't know about that. But this is a car show, not a political conspiracy show.
Damn right. So, yeah, I think...
You ready for sled talk?
Yeah.
More than what we were just talking about?
Uh-huh.
Jake, we're going to look at a really rare sled tomorrow.
You told me you're driving pretty far for it, so it must be worth it?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to showing up at this guy's house at 8 o'clock at night just for a 2-hour drive home.
Mm-hmm.
We found a snow twister.
You found a snow twister?
We found a 440 snow twister.
Come on.
Yeah.
Seriously?
100%.
Like mint?
No.
Not mint.
No, very not mint. Very not mint.
Needs some...
Need some love.
Some love.
But
okay.
Very complete.
Complete is good.
Complete is the big thing. Biggest thing being it has its original airbox, which is very hard to find because it's a tunnel ram style.
Yeah.
Really cool sleds.
Probably one of the reasons they were so
I have pictures of the sled. We have 2 pictures total.
Okay.
So you can see. I don't think it has its original hood. It looks like the hood that's currently on it was used for racing at one point in time.
Okay. They in the snowmobile thing?
I believe they're either in the snowmobile or they're in the edits. Oh. I know I shared them, damn it.
Yeah.
Try the... It's not pictures, thumbnails, really? I'm a fucking jackass.
What is happening here? Let's go.
Like right before we started this, we were going over the fact of how fucking inept I am with goddamn taking pictures. That's the trail twister.
Yeah.
I am technologically inept. I am fucking...
It happens.
Shit happens, my guy.
Shit happens, my dude. It's not in the hidden photos, is it?
I don't think I put it there.
Nope.
0 items added. Why can I not add these? What the fuck, dude?
Every time.
All right.
He has the best luck with technology whenever we try to use it.
We're going to cut for a second, and we'll be back.
All right.
We're back now that Gabe knows how to use electronics again.
So, here is...
This is the sled we're going to look at tomorrow. I'm not going to talk money and stuff, but sled's the right price. It's a good price.
Yeah.
It's a good price.
Okay.
It makes us a little weary of the fact that it might not be what we're hoping it's going to be.
Okay.
But you can see this hood I don't think is original to the sled, and my main reason is you can see where there was hood pins on it at one point in time.
Yeah.
And if you open the other picture of the sled, shows the belly pan and stuff in the front, and there's no reciprocating
mounting points.
Gotcha. So I don't think the hood is original.
Okay.
But besides that, it has original airbox. Both of its original pipes, because these are factory twin pipe sleds.
Haha, that's so cool.
This one is a 440, which is the big dog engine one. I will say the one thing that we do know that is missing is, or at least that's missing in the pictures, is it doesn't have its clutch guard.
Yep.
So we'll have to see about that. But
yeah, you don't want that going all over you if it goes kaboom.
No, but it's the right price.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you this way. It's we're paying in between what we paid for the 2 trail twisters.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that sounds. Yeah, that sounds good.
And these are worth significantly more than trail twisters. So
nice.
We're doing all right.
Yeah, I like that design of the airbox itself, actually, because it catches the cold air in front of the engine.
Exactly. You're not getting hot heat soak shit. So that's they really actually, smart. The trail twisters use a similar design as well, except they incorporate the fan as well.
Oh.
That blows the air across the engine, also pulls air in for the carburetors.
That's genius.
Yeah, Mercs are no joke. I mean, these were the muscle sleds of the day.
I love that.
So, we have another one coming. Speaking of which, too, actually, if you want to pull up my dad's Facebook, you can see the other 2 sleds, because, we keep saying we're not going to buy sleds, and we keep buying sleds.
Is that under...
Michael J. Wolfgang Anderson. I'm sure he will be all right with me using his stuff, because he is also trying to grow his business and whatnot. J-A-Y. Michael J. Oh, there you go. Right at the top.
He's one of the only ones, I think, in the world with that name.
Probably.
So, here's Pops.
Yep, there's Dad. But one of the first things...
Is it in photos, maybe?
It was a post that he just shared recently.
Well, log in. We'll get the photos up for you.
You can a couple of Colts.
Oh, yes.
1972 Polaris Colt. We got both of their models, which was... they're both Colt SSs, actually. Mm-hmm. Actually, so they're the free air model with, like, the exposed engine.
Nice. SS, right?
Yes. And they sold... There's a 295 and a 340, and we got both.
Both.
There you go. So the one on the left.
Okay.
So the one on the right is the traditional Colt. The one on the left is the SS.
Gotcha.
We got 2 of those. Our sleds are supposed to be red seat sleds, which is the earlier Polarises.
Like these?
Yeah.
Or that?
Yep, like that one there. You can see the red seat in the background there. So it's supposed to have those. Both of the seats were redone at some point, so they're both black currently. Okay. We did already purchase a red cover for one of them, though, because we would like to put those back to original.
Yeah, totally.
Neither one of them are that great. I mean, one of them's got some rust holes in it, the other one's... But it was, once again, it was a great deal for the 2. They were, whoever owned them previous, because we bought them through our middleman, we've been getting our other sleds from. Steve Livingston, actually.
Yep.
Because I'd like to, once again, shout them out, because they're great guys.
So cool.
Yeah, so a couple of Colts. We're going to look at a snow twister tomorrow. So fingers crossed that by the time this gets put out, we'll actually have a snow twister and up the Merc count to 3.
Gabe, I think I just found the next thing that we need.
Something to hang.
This little unit here that has both of them with the red seats.
Yeah, they're
We
fantastic.
could recreate this as well.
We could.
With yours.
Except with both SSs, which is even better.
Uh-huh. That'd be really cool.
But yeah, so more vintage sleds. We won't go too much into them because I don't think we've seen... I like talking about them, but it seems like not many people like listening about them. So.
You think so?
I don't know. I guess we gotta find out. How about this? If you like listening to me ramble about vintage sled shit, then...
Please leave a comment.
Let us know.
Throw a like on there for us, too.
Yeah. I mean, you can be the like hoe, but just let us know if you like talking about sleds.
It just helps us gauge, like...
yeah.
What people are actually looking for,
you know? I mean, if you like talking about vintage sleds, I promise you I can do that a lot.
He is basically an encyclopedia of old snowmobiles. Like,
good chunk of them, at least.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say... You may not know the most about, like, one particular one, but you know at least some things about so many of them.
I know lots about,
like,
a little.
And I don't know if there's really anybody in our age group that has that wealth of knowledge other than you.
Not in sleds.
Not in sleds.
Or pre-1900 sewing machines, but that's a really niche one.
Pretty sure you guys are, like, some of the only people who know about it other than the people who have them.
Who collect them.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because let me tell you, we won't get into the history rant on this, but there's Isaac Merritt Singer, was the creator of the Singer Sewing Machine Company. He liked to sue people.
Oh, really?
Elias Howe also liked to sue people. There's one instance where the Howe Sewing Machine Company and Elias Howe took out a full centerfold on one side of a New York newspaper, and the Singer Sewing Machine took out the other page, both slander ads against each other.
No way.
Yes. The sewing machines are actually very highly contested in their origin.
No kidding.
Yeah, many lawsuits.
I mean, that was probably like the Apple and Samsung of the day, though. Like, because it was technology.
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. I mean, you got to think, like, I think I've said it before, but like a lot of what we have today wouldn't exist without sewing machines.
Not at all. Like
nothing I'm wearing,
dude. You can buy a T-shirt for like $20 online. And it shows
I mean,
up.
hell, we looked at drop shipping shit. Like,
Yeah.
Good fucking luck doing that.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Not possible without it.
I mean, there's other, obviously, innovations that go into that as well, but, like, at the end of the day, it's still the T-shirt. You have to produce the T-shirt to sell it.
You've got to weave the fabric and then sew the pieces of fabric together. Like, and then there's ornate things, like even your sweatshirt has those metal rings that hold
up in the top.
the sleeve, like that.
Like up in the very edge right there.
Someone had to figure out how to put that in there with a machine.
And there's a patent for it somewhere, and it's really cool shit. But yeah, no, my dad's been selling antique sewing machines since I was 3.
Since you were I've never not known him to be selling antique sewing machines.
My 2 younger brothers have always lived in a world where the only business my dad has ever done was sell pre-1900 sewing machines.
That's so nuts.
I still don't fucking get it.
I've
been alive longer than his business, and I don't fucking get it.
It's just he just found it.
Seriously,
he just
all
found the thing, and he had the wherewithal to actually act on
recognize that there was a hole in the market.
Yeah, there was an opportunity, and he just grabbed it.
We're definitely going to talk to him because he is one of my, if not my biggest influence into being a car person. So we'll definitely have to bring him on and just honestly do an interview and talk. Yeah. And I'd love to have him tell stories. Man,
his stories are awesome.
The fucking stories my dad could tell. God damn.
Yep.
Regardless. So my dad, this is his probably second favorite snowmobile of all time is the Polaris Colt SS.
What's his first?
Snow Twister.
The Snow Twister.
Of course.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that this man has been able to acquire multiples of his favorite snowmobiles ever made within a few weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also because of sewing machines. But that's on the other side. But yes, he literally just through random happens. You know what's the funny thing? I didn't even tell you about this guy with the Snow Twister. We've been talking to this guy in talks since December, and we're just learned yesterday he has a field full of Mercuries.
Are you serious?
They're all part sleds out in the field. As far as we know, that's the only complete one he has.
Right.
But I mean, like, this dude has dumb rare stuff, which I am very excited to go see.
I would love to get my hands on one and possibly some of his parts and build a race sled.
I'll send it to you later, and we can put the picture up. One picture of his field, I think we saw like 9 chassis sitting next to each other.
Whoa.
Snow Twister and Trail Twister back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
cool shit.
Badass.
And the best part too is if you don't count the color of the sled and the engine that's in it, Snow Twisters and Trail Twisters are identical.
Okay.
The only difference is a Trail Twister is a fan cooled. Snow Twister is free air.
Yep.
Snow Twisters are red, Trail Twisters are blue.
Okay.
Besides that, they're the same thing. So if you get, Trail Twisters are, generally speaking, are less money.
Yeah.
Get a damn Trail Twister.
Yeah, no, I don't care which one it is.
Race sled.
Yeah, I'll make it into a race sled. And
It's going to be dark, unfortunately, because like I said, we're probably not getting there till 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Sure.
But I'll get some pictures and videos and just kind of be like,
here it is.
Rare shit everywhere.
Yeah.
That's, so a modern snowmobile company right now is Skidoo. I hate Skidoo personally.
Yeah, same.
Whatever. But I like their innovations. They do cool shit, but just not my cup of tea.
Nope.
In the 60s, 70s, and I think they went to the 80s, the sister company to Skidoo, also owned by Bombardier, was Motoski.
Yeah.
So Skidoos were yellow, Motoskis were orange. He has... So, like, one of my favorite Skidoos of all time is the Skidoo Sonic or the Skidoo RV. Same chassis, different names. Really cool looking sleds, really fast, factory twin pipes, blah, blah, blah. Nice. Cool sleds. The sister sled to it that not many people know about is the Motoski Sonic.
Okay.
Which is the same sled in orange. This guy has it's fucking $8,000. But, he has a, like, ready-to-hit an ice oval Sonic. At his house.
Like, fully...
Like,
spec'd.
Like, ready to hit the ice tomorrow.
Whoa.
But, like I said, it's $8,000.
Right, yeah. So. It's $8,000, but, like... It's probably one of only a handful.
There's not many Sonics, and we'll pull it up and we'll look at it in a little bit, but I think it might be even the race, like the factory race version. Like I think it's a big dollar sled.
That might be like a one of one, one of three,
one of handful, regardless.
Right. Wow.
At least on the East Coast. Us East Coast guys, we don't get a lot. There's a lot of rare stuff out where the sleds like originated out in the Midwest.
Yeah, definitely.
Not saying that makes them any less rare. Just your luck of getting those sleds goes up. I'm
wondering though, because I think people tend to destroy things that they know they can get more of. Yeah. Because we didn't get that many, we actually have more of the rare ones because they were just used and abused and thrown away out there.
There is... So, I haven't seen it personally. I would love to go look. But supposedly, not even going to give the town away because I don't want people trying to find and hound this guy. I know where there's a barn full of Arctic Cat race sleds. Within a relative radius of us, including, I know there's at least 2 King Cats in this collection.
Really?
Yes. There is one in this collection that this guy was out west at some Arctic Cat convention talking to like some original 70s Arctic Cat people, and he told them that he had this sled, and they're like, no you don't, those are all destroyed. And he's like, nope, here's a picture of mine sitting in my barn. And they were like, you literally shouldn't have that shouldn't exist.
Why?
It was just something that they destroyed as a prototype that like was supposed to be destroyed, and one left, and this guy has it.
Damn.
So
holy shit.
Yeah, I can. My boss actually knows the guy, so I might have an in to go look at some
at least
shit.
Take a look at it. You know?
I would kill to go look at that stuff.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Be like the Cobra R for Lethal Venom. You know what I mean? Like,
but of sleds,
like a once in a lifetime thing. I just want to see it. I want to just look at it, like,
and just hands behind my back and just bask in the glory of vintage muscle.
Like it's a manifestation of
like
material.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
it's so fucking good. I'm a sled geek.
Like that stuff. It doesn't exist because if that one was gone, it wouldn't.
Yeah, seriously. It would just be a figment of the past.
Right. And like I feel that way about a lot of the older stuff that we like to mess around with and play with. Like I don't know if I'll ever see another one that is this nice, and if I do, I can't have fun with it really.
Yeah, exactly, because it's the only other one, and you almost feel bad about it.
Right, exactly.
To certain degrees.
There's some
things. We were actually talking a while back. There's certain cars that we like put on a pedestal. Mm-hmm. Like for me personally, it's the Aero Warrior 69 Dodge Charger Daytona 70 Plymouth Superbird.
Yep.
Like if I had one of those, honestly, it would sit on a shelf.
Yeah.
I would just look at it and like it.
Yeah. It's like I can't, as much as I want to be whatever the things were that people did, like I want to be that hoodlum guy that does shit with that car.
Yeah.
I can't.
At the same time too, it's like, but look at what it is.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong, if I had one, that means I have a lot of money, which means I'll just go clone one and go beat the shit out of that one and feel better about myself.
Yeah. Definitely do it to a clone, because that's totally different.
That's fine. Clones or whatever.
Yeah, clones or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I totally agree.
But I think we're doing pretty all right. Anything else that you were wanting to talk about?
Not that I can really think of right now. Stitch is kind of coming along. Tell you what, though, I am excited to do the full off-road build for Project Honeybee.
This is gonna be good. I like this. Get some lift kit action and all that fun jazz going.
Hell yeah, we're gonna do a full suspension on this truck, so there'll be plenty more to come.
Oh, and actually, we have a GoPro.
We're stepping up in the world.
We're still trying. Obviously. Oh, GoPro! Look at you guys.
Didn't have a GoPro before. We do.
Now we do. So,
and fortunately, one of the benefits of driving the car that I drive is the entire roof is glass.
Yeah. So when we do we do a bunch of cruises where we have. It's not like, oh, look at all these WRXs cruising around. I mean, last year was what? The Kona N, your brother's Volvo, your TC, my WRX.
There was a Volkswagen Passat.
There was, it's Patrick will have like his S10.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna have a Fox body cruising with us next year. I mean, like all we care about is like get in your car that you like to modify.
Yeah.
Let's go fucking drive it around. Let other people look at it.
Yeah. Let other people look at it
and hear them.
Sometimes we drive each other's cars and get a feel. you know, because you never know what you're gonna like until you actually experience it.
Yeah, we have we're lucky in New England. We have this gorgeous road we can drive on, which is the Kangamangas Highway, which is fantastic.
It's beautiful.
And it's got a massive 180 turn in it at one point in time that is fun to hit at the speed limit.
Jinx.
Yeah. Fuck you, bitch.
Well, I think that was Modcast.
I think that's pretty much been the goddamn Modcast. Oh, sorry. The Modcast. No swearing.
The Modcast.
The Modcast. My name's Gabe Anderson.
I'm Jake Overall.
Have a good night.